Again. Okay, this last video will be about events. I kind of want to show you the different, like how to input your events, but I also want to show you why we're putting events into an events system rather than just having post done like you did previously. So here's an example. Here's your Fabulous Fridays. This one is for your September 13th meeting. As you can see, by putting it in the events over here on the left, you still get where you can add all the normal stuff that you do in your post, all the details, all your everything you want, your payment box, all that kind of stuff. Okay. But what's nice about using the events module is you also get stuff over here at the details, like the main thing, like what I love is this venue information. So it gives them, the address where they want to go. They can get directions from the Google Map, all that kind of stuff as well. So by putting them in events, you get a lot of functionality, additional functionality that helps, especially getting directions, that kind of thing. They can add the event to their calendar. So it's helpful. It's basically will look just like you normally do your post for these events, but they get some additional functionality. Like here's your Women's Rethinking Reality Retreat coming up, same kind of deal. All your information is still there that you typed into your post, but they get, the venue information, maps, that kind of stuff as well. So I'll show you how to set these up. Okay, so when you are on your WordPress dashboard, obviously in your menu, go to events. First thing I want to show you, to add new events, that's this top section here. You can add new event categories. Right now I have Fabulous Fridays and that Women's Retreat set up as a category. But the one I want to show you is venues. So if you click on venues, this is where you can add the places where your events are going to be. As you can see, I already have Mindscapes Unlimited, your location set up, and the one for the Women's Retreat. You can just add a new one by hit add new, but let's go into this one so you can see what you kind of enter. So obviously you put the name of the place. If you want like a sub kind of title, the main part here is this venue information. So all you got to do really is load the address. You can load the phone number and the website if you want, if the venue has one, and then just make sure these two boxes are checked. And by doing this builds the Google Map, gives them the ability to get directions from their phone, computer, whatever. And then you just hit update or publish. And what's nice about when you set up the venues like this, like every time you need to set up a new Fabulous Friday event, the venue will already be set up. There's just a spot where you check which venue you want, and it automatically populates information for you. Okay? So let's go to the events now. Okay, so here's the events that I've already set up based on your current site. You can see I've got Fabulous Fridays in here, the one from July 12th forward, and then also your Women's Rethinking Reality Retreat. So you can either add a new event, or what I would do, what's quickest, especially like say you need to add another Fabulous Friday for November. You can just hover over this one and hit duplicate this. And it puts a new one in the draft for you. You can hover over that, hit edit. And then when you come in, you can see it looks just like your page or post box. You have your place where you can add in all the normal kind of content that you want. Okay. And as you scroll down, over here is your event categories. So this is a Fabulous Friday event, so you want to make sure you check the Fabulous Fridays. Or if it's a retreat you're adding, you could put it into the Women's Retreats category. Okay. And then underneath the box, you'll see where there is the events calendar. So here's where you can put in the date and the time. So this one, it copied over. So obviously this is the October event. So you could easily say, okay, this one's going to be, November 16th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can make it, multiple day, however you want. You can do all day event. And then here's the location part. And so since we already have Mindscape set up, this is where you can choose your different venues. And then just make sure you got show map and show link clicked again. If you want, you can set up different organizers, but since it's pretty much you, I haven't bothered with that. But if you have different people setting up things and you want them to know who the organizer is, you could put in organizers, either load them here like you did venues and choose them, or you could just put somebody in for each event. Event website, if you wanted to. The event cost part, because we're not using since you're using your PayPal thing instead, we don't really need to put an event cost in here. You could, it shares the information, but really with your PayPal, that's already going to be there. So I would just leave that blank. Other than that, you really don't have to enter anything else. So if this was the one for November, like I said, just update it and hit publish and you'd be good to go. So I'll publish it. Now it's published, it would be there in your events under November. But so now I'll get rid of it. So you just hover over and hit trash, you can delete this one. Okay. Like I said, if you want to add a new one from scratch, you can just hit add new. Same information, just put in your title. Here's your post box with all the stuff that you want to type in about it. Again, choose your category, all this information here. Put in your date and times, your location. You can feature an event, that kind of thing too. So really it's a lot, like I told you, it's a lot like your post you've been building. It's just you can quickly add a little bit more information to it that gives them functionalities to get directions, that kind of stuff. And then what it does, so we have under events here, let's go back. We have your calendar view, which you asked for, which will give them, any event you load, it'll show, what's coming in August. And then, they can go, month to month. Or they can look at your Fabulous Fridays and see all the upcoming ones. And anytime you add a new Fabulous Friday, it'll just add it here. It'll only show upcoming. As soon as it's passed, it'll take it away from this list. And then all they have to do is click to see the, all the information for that one again. And then, like, I have the Women's Rethinking Reality Retreat just in here as its own. If you want, we can add the category for retreats so they could see all of them, much like Fabulous Fridays if you have multiple. Or like we could link this to that category events page and people could just see them all. Or right now I've built you just a retreats page where you could talk about just your retreat kind of stuff in general. Just let me know if you want me to change that out. But essentially that is your event functionality. And how to add, edit, that kind of stuff. If you have any questions, as usual, just holler and let us know.